when I was her age, we used to do sleepovers in our basement. It was like the creepiest thing you could do. Hey everyone, it is our first official day of summer break. It is a Monday and the kids do not have school. I slept in, but that's after getting up a few times to close windows and blinds and let the dog out and all those things. We are in the middle of a record-setting heat wave here, and it has been hot. Canada has broken ancient records of temperature the last couple of days. Not exactly where we are. We are about to break some records where we are right now. In the next couple of days, it is supposed to hit like 37, 38 degrees, and our house does not stay super cool. It has been a bit of a challenge to get it to cool down at night. We've got all sorts of fans dug out now. Hopefully we're set. We've been working at trying to keep the doors closed during the day so that we're not just letting all of this hot air in and out, but it's a little bit hard with little ones running around. I just edited Kieran's graduation vlog, and that was actually really hard. It made me feel a little bit emotional. So I am just getting ready here to take him out. He is going to get his first COVID immunization. He's decided to take that step, and so I'm going to drive him over. Hopefully he doesn't feel like he's been punched in the arm like Clancy and I did, but he has a few days before he works again. This worked out perfect, and we were able to work around his work schedule. Come along and join us today as we go and find things to do on this first day off.
Hi. All right, that's it.
I am finally dressed for the day. Not your regular clothes, though. I have my swimsuit on. I'm going to take these girls to the river for the first time this year. I think I'm even going to drag Caden along. So they are headed outside to grab their towels and their life jackets because they're drying out from our fun yesterday, and they're in the backyard. They should be nice and warm and dried out by now. And I'm going into the garage to air up our big tube so that they have something fun to play in while we're there. First step is to turn on this compressor. I thought we were ready to go, but now we're having a quick ice cream treat. You know, cool down before you go and cool down, right? You have a chocolate face, girl. We made it. Finally. Yeah, the water's still a little bit high. How's it going, Addie? And we drug Kato along. It's not as busy as I thought it would be. How wet are you gonna get? My pants are getting wet. Hold on to your towel. This is harder than it looks. It's slippery. And this water is going fast. We already have a visitor. Andy rescued us because he brought hats. Thanks, bud. How are you feeling?
I'm gonna dip my head in the water.
Do it.
I don't care about these socks or shoes.
You can always just slip them off. Do you want to slip my shoes on?
I care about the phone and wallet in my pocket.
You can put them in a chair.
Dip my head in.
Addie's all ready to go in. Well, all of that, hey? That's quite the head dipping, that.
Yeah, right there.
Tiggy and Kato floated down and they went all the way under the bridge there, and they're making their way back. I just don't see them at the moment. Who do you see? There's Tiggy. Coming our way. This is usually all dry in here. So it's actually kind of good to come over and see that the water is higher than what we thought it was. And there's Kato. It kind of feels like we just got here and we already need to head home. Kaden and Tiggy floated on the tube way down and around the corner. I'm not exactly sure where they're gone. And Clancy has made arrangements for him and I to go out for supper with a work friend from long ago and his wife. And so I actually need to head home because I probably need to put some dry pants on before we head out the door. So I don't know if I'm waiting for the kids to come back or hopefully, I don't know, maybe they'll just float all the way down around the corner and go back to the house. I don't even know what to think at this point. They made it back, mostly unscathed. So totally fine. Oh boy. Catch that flipper! Catch it quick! Okay, Kaden to the rescue! We are back after a really nice supper out, but we had an umbrella on our table and it managed to shade us for most of it, but Clancy and I were on the sun side as the sun was moving and it was starting to get mighty hot. But it was really nice to hang out with people and just visit with people that we haven't visited with for years, which is kind of cool. And you know, we know that it'll happen again just because we managed to reconnect and to get out tonight, which is nice to think of. But also after all of this time with COVID and not getting out, it just makes it even more fun to get out now. And Kieran went and bought some McDonald's for these guys. Do you remember the last time you had McDonald's?
It's my McDonald's.
Yeah.
Am I even got drink?
Nice. Kato's in his PJs over there.
I'm having a pajama day. Pajama evening.
It is 9 o'clock and it is still 27.5 degrees in here. The coolest spot is the basement, of course, or in the garage. And I was about to send the girls off to get their PJs on and the dog is driving us crazy. She won't lay down. She's so hot. She just keeps following us around and she whines and whines. So we're going to go for our evening walk a little early, but we're going to take the girls with us. They're going to ride their scooters and we're going to go down to the river and get the dog wet and let the girls cool down a little bit and just kind of take some time to cool down as much as we can before we start trying to go off to bed. The girls may have a sleepover in the basement because it's so much cooler down there. It just seems like it might be a good idea. But Addie's a little bit scared because she finds our basement a little bit creepy, which is fair because when I was her age, we used to do sleepovers in our basement. It was like the creepiest thing you could do. I would rather sleep outside in a tent where there were bears than sleep in our basement. It's like the time of night when the kids are usually in bed, so it's kind of weird to be heading out right now. There's a lot of people down here dealing with the heat the same way. Lots of people floating in the river, sitting in the river, just visiting, and it's such a good place to be tonight because of how stinking hot it is. I imagine the next few days are going to be like this just because of how hot it's supposed to get. This is not our hottest day. We ended up wet. And it feels so good. Look at my pants. My pants are soaked.
Ready? No.
No. Oh. I have never seen someone swim with a helmet. Okay, full on, head under. It's 9:45 and we're having a swim session. Okay, Addie's cold. You're cold. Time to head home. Okay, well, we were scorching hot and now hopefully the scooter ride warms Addie up because she's freezing. How are you, Tig? Feeling refreshed? I think it's time to get the girls off to bed and dried up a little after getting completely soaked in the river. We've got 2 girls settled in down here. So much cooler down here, you guys. Pretty lucky. We've got the fans set up everywhere. We've got one's pumping in cold air from outside. We've got one at the bottom of the stairs trying to get the cold air upstairs. And then we have one at the top of the stairs pumping the cold air into our room because the girls don't need it tonight. So here we are, day 2 of heat wave, and it's still not nearly as hot as it is supposed to get. Tomorrow is, I think, 37, right? So 37. Thanks so much for watching, for hanging out with us today. Thanks for watching us survive this crazy heat that we've got going on. If you haven't hit subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you soon.